Hi everyone, here's Mozilla Talk Finance. The Federal Reserve will hold its September policy meeting in next 2 weeks from the September 17th to 18th. So last Friday, the Federal Reserve officials, some of the Federal Reserve officials has announced their opinion and left the door open for interest rate cuts. So as we have already known, Federal Reserve has been fighting with historically high inflation since since March 2023. So since last June 2023, the Federal Reserve fund rate has been under the range of 5.25 to 5.5 percentage rate. So here in September policy meeting, the Federal Reserve is expected to cut the interest rate. It's definitely there will be an interest rate cut on the September policy meeting. The question is how much that the cut will be. So according to the Federal Reserve Governor Waller, he believes that there will be at least more than one time interest rate cut during this year. So as we know, there are three policy meeting during this year, and the first meeting will be in September. So he left the door open, and he also mentions that he will advocate the front-loading rate hike if it is possible, and if the data supports the interest rate cut in consecutive meetings, so the Federal Reserve will cut the interest rate cut in consecutive meetings. So the Governor Waller is very open-minded for the interest rate cut, and he also left the door open for. He also mentions that there is a bigger room for interest rate cut. At the same time, the New York office President William also believes that it is appropriate to dial down the interest rate and the restrictive policy stance because the labor market is cooling down. At the same time, 2 weeks ago, the Federal Reserve Chair Powell also mentions that it is time to start cutting interest. So the market and investors are expecting at least a quarter percentage point, but basically there will be I do believe there will be a 50% interest rate cut during the September policy meeting. So let's see how the market will react for the Fed's policy decision on September policy meeting.